What's up? It's me, Logdotzip, and welcome to 1.11. For the most part, this is the snapshot with all the changes announced at Minecon 2016 in Minecraft 1.11. While not the official update based on what you can see right here, we're pretty much right there, baby. And speaking of, we are currently live on YouTube right now, so if you're watching this live, check out that cape, by the way. If you're watching this live, hello to each and every one of you. Make sure you subscribe so you can see. Today's going to be a huge live stream day, even if you're watching this not live and as a video. 1.11 is all the hype. And today we're going to be doing like 4 or 5 videos all on Minecraft 1.11 content. This first video is going to be a recap of everything that's in today's snapshot, and we're going to have some follow-up videos on the evil villagers along with Cartographers and the Totem of Undying. We're going to have a video covering Shulker Boxes aka Backpacks, as well as their uses involving redstone, and we're going to be covering llamas and their implications compared to other mobs as well. And we've got even more stuff coming after all of that. So I hope you enjoy and stick around. Drop a like if you enjoy and you want to see more 1.11 right as it's out, baby. Yeah. And with that, let's go ahead and begin. So we have in here the first thing I want to start with, which is the brand new evil villager mobs. We have here the Vindicator. Delicious. How you doing here, friend? And by the way, hello to the entire chat. Y'all are going crazy right now. I'm having me a peek as we speak. It kind of rhymes. That's nice. And let's lower this setting so it's not as laggy. So we have ourselves the Evoker, we have ourselves the Vindicator, and we have ourselves the Vex. Now, check out these 3 new mobs, and let's get ourselves a sword so that we can see exactly what we have right here. So, I'm also going to give myself serious resistance. Give at P, effect, effect. Effect at P, resistance. We'll go 255, 255. Oh, damn! There you go. I did it. Live stream. That's for you, baby. So, we have a bunch of resistance. Let's place ourselves into survival mode, and you can see what we got going on here. When you are near Mr. Vindicator and Evoker, they will begin to activate their attacks. The first one here, look at this. The Evoker, he'll come at you with an iron axe. Now, all of the new villagers drop emeralds, and occasionally the Evoker will drop his iron axe, and occasionally, ooh, did you see that? Delicious! That is the Vindicator's attack. It is a snapping attack that will do serious damage to you. Now, I have resistance on so that I'm not going to die, because I'm really just showing you the mobs for the time being. But this is a distance attack for this magic-based, range-based village wizard guy. And he's really fast, and he'll frequently run away from you as you try and attack him. He will also summon in Vex. These are the first mobs that will fly in the overworld and attack you, and they can also no-clip through the ground. Did you see that one right there? He literally just went right through the ground. Disturbing, really. Okay, but they have low amounts of health. It doesn't take too much to kill them. You'll see, whenever they flash red, it means it's time for them to attack. So watch, one of them will get close to us. You see how he turned red? That means he's about to charge you and hit you with an attack. So you gotta watch out when you do that. Those are the 3 new mobs that are found inside of the Woodland mansion, which you'll be able to find via Cartographers. Hey, man, quit attacking me. Yo, we got a difficulty 0. Let's just slow things down a little bit, boys. So, what we did just get here is another new item. This is the Totem of Undying. Look at this thing. You probably saw this in the live stream, and if you were not aware of what it is, it's basically going to allow you to save yourself from certain death. When it is held in your offhand or in your main hand, and you are put in a position where you would die, it will save you. Let's clear this health effect so that it's not actually going to save us via resistance. Instead, hello to 1,100 people. Make sure you stick around for the entire live stream. All day I'll be streaming 1.11 stuff right as it comes out. So, notice right now, we'll throw our keep inventory on. Game rule, keep inventory true. Notice I'm not holding the Totem of Undying right now. So, when I go into survival mode here, you'll see that when I hit the ground, I will still die. Nothing changes about that. But if I were to give myself a Totem of Undying that I'm holding in my hand, you'll see something a little bit different. This should be enough height for us for the time being. A little effect will appear. You'll be given very minor amounts of health, and you'll be given temporary absorption to keep you safe. you'll get a little effect when the Totem of Undying activates. It will break itself, and it will show off this amazing little, I don't know, animation, I suppose. Let's give it another one, baby. Yeah, down we go. So check it out. Ooh! Now I'm curious to see, okay, so it doesn't look like the perspective that you're currently in matters when it comes to displaying that animation. It looks like it's just going to display it regardless of your F5. So let's try one more time. Game mode 0, baby. Okay. Oh, oops. I wasn't holding it. Right. That's a big thing. You might want to do that first. Let's go ahead and go really high up in the air. That should be good. Game mode 0. I'm holding one now. So now let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, interesting. So it hides itself in the F1 menu. We'll do that one more time. If I press F1, the thing doesn't actually pop up. I'm curious as to why that's the case. So you see, it's not there. But if I press F1, they disappear real quick. So the Totem of Undying is a drop from the Vindicators that you can find in the Woodland Mansions. So where are you going to find this Woodland Mansion, you're asking? Well, my friends, it's quite simple. We're going to head on over to the village, and you'll have a better idea of exactly where you're going to be able to find this thing. We have ourselves a dear friend. These are the 2 new villagers that have been spawned in via Minecraft 1.11. This is the Nitwit villager on the left, and of course we have the Cartographer on the right. The Nitwit villager still has no trades. I'm trying to right-click him right now. Nothing is happening. It's no good. It's not going to do a thing. But we have the Cartographer here. I've already unlocked a majority of his trades. He is going to be found under the white-robed villager. He's going to be switching off between librarian and cartographer. You can't technically choose which one spawns in. You can only choose what color robed villager spawns in. So now librarians and cartographers share the white-robed villager. So here are some of the trades. Rip off pages as usual, rip off compass as usual, and then rip off map as usual. But where things get interesting are the final 2 trades. There are not any trades after this point. There is the Ocean Explorer map, and there is the Woodland Explorer map. Now, these are both the things that are going to be leading you to these new structure adventures. These villagers will allow you to get these maps, and I'll go ahead and buy one right now, that will take you to the nearest structure in your world yet to be discovered. In this case, we need the emerald too. Let me buy an emerald from you, Mr. Villager. Really? You don't even sell them? My goodness. All right, well, we'll just grab a couple right here instead. Perfect. All right, buddy. Let's see. What do you got? 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 Let's throw in that many. I love it. So, the Ocean Explorer map. What you'll see happens here when I hold this baby is you'll be met with a little bit of a treasure map. Look at this thing. That's an ocean monument right there. Your job is to locate north in-game. You can either do that by pressing F3 and checking out where you're facing via that, or you can look at the sun and kind of determine where the sun is based on rising and setting. I changed my game rule so that the sun doesn't move at all. So in this case, we're going to make ourselves look north, and now we will address the map. This is us. Let me get rid of this F3. This dot is us. Whenever you get a cartographer map, your dot is going to appear in one of these corners typically. This means that we are extremely northeast of this monument. So, in this case, in survival mode, we might hold this and be on our merry way and start heading in a southwest direction. So we'd be heading this way all the way up through Wazoo forever. Alternatively, though, you can use another new 1.11 feature, which is the locate command. You'll see here there is now locate feature, and you can cycle through these. So we've got end city, fortress, mansion, mineshaft, monument, stronghold, temple, and village. What this will do is upon typing it in, it will give you the appropriate coordinates for whatever it is you're looking for. We're trying to find an ocean monument. So in this case, there is one at -2296 and 1864. So if I were to teleport to TP minus 2296, we'll do 100 for the Y and 1864. What you'll see is shabadoo shabadee. Now I'm on my map. Look at this map. I'm exploring it, which means I'm currently at the location that this thing was indicating us to go to, and the locate command took us right to it instantly. Now, I'm not entirely sure yet because the snapshot literally just came out what happens once you beat beat a monument. Maybe once you kill the Elder Guardian, the cartographer will give you a different ocean monument map. But as it currently stands, there are only two different types. The ocean monument and the Woodland Mansion Village thing, which we're going to show you right now. Let's head on back right over here to Mr. Cartographer. We'll buy ourselves our Woodland Mansion map, and we'll head on out to explore it. And that is where the new evil villagers and vexes are found as well. Hello to 1,800 people in the stream. Y'all are crushing it. Please do leave a like on the video if you are enjoying it, and make sure you subscribe so you can see like 4 more streams coming out today. Alrighty. So here is our Woodland Explorer map. Now this thing looks a little different, doesn't it? Look at him. He looks wild. This is a different looking map. Currently, none of it's filled in, but as you saw with the previous map, once you get to that location, that is when it will start filling itself in as well. So, before we head on out to our adventure, let's head back to our main showcase area so I can grab some armor and we can show you the Woodland Mansion ever so quickly. This is all the stuff that you might want to bring for your Woodland Mansion as well. And we'll grab some of those, put on all this delicious armor. Hey, not bad. And we'll throw these just in our inventory as well. So, locate mansion. We want to find the mansion. No, mansion. So the closest one is at 17,000 and negative 11,000. Okay, let's do this. TP 17176. We'll do y equals 200 and minus 11192. So if we've done this properly, there should be a Woodland Mansion right underneath us. And Wooden should know it. This thing is huge. Look at this. Wow, I was not aware. This thing is enormous. There's 3 different stories to the Woodland Mansion, and we're just going to be giving a brief overlook. There's going to be a video in a little bit where I actually take on this mansion and try and kill all the mobs found within it. But again, for the time being, we're just going to explore it via spectator mode so you can get an idea of what you might expect when you get to this mansion in game. So, ooh, looks like there's some locked areas. Oh, okay, let's grab a torch. Hey, not bad. Yeah, we'll worry about all this later. It comes with a cauldron, various carpets. We've got some redstone that opens up doors for random reasons. Man, lots of dead ends it looks like. Hey, this is crazy. I love this. We've got some... Ooh! What is this? I have no idea. Is this just like a... It's like some sort of monument room. Interesting. I'm not sure what to think about it, to be honest. But we've got our evoker right over there. It seems as though they are spawned throughout the area, and I was talking to a friend of mine, Mr. Xavier Hodgson. He is theorizing. Ooh, what do we have in here? Baby! Talk about those lootations. By the way, there are some new enchantments as well that we'll be showing off in a little bit, but I wanted to let you know now that they can be found in just random chest loot throughout your Minecraft world, and the new curses, aka negative enchantments, can just be found on plain old books. So you can apply them to armors of your own. Okay, let's just, again, fly through this super quick. Wow, they've got farms? Yo, these guys have been doing some serious work. What do we have up here? Melon farms and pumpkin farms? So interesting to see this built into Minecraft. That looks like a kitchen, another tree farm perhaps. Let's head upstairs, see what we got. That's where most of the mobs are going to be hanging out, I figure. The new ones anyways. Okay, so yeah, a lot of the evokers are in here, near their bed areas. Isn't that funny? And we have another librarian area. This is going to be huge for resources. So many things that you can gather from this world, or from this mansion, I suppose. And it looks like there should be one more floor. Ooh, okay. Here's a green villager friend hanging out. Yeah, this area is huge. Whoa! Giant cat monument. Why? What? Do you see that? That's the craziest thing. Okay, and now here's a room that actually has one of the evokers and a vindicator as well. So, obviously it's not all up on the top floor, but let's go ahead and see what's on that top level now as well, just so we can kind of finalize where to go. Here's the final floor. It's right up here. It looks kind of like all the same thing. I mean, there's lots of giant rooms with beds and libraries and things of that nature. And it looks like there's some chests dispersed throughout here and there. But really the prize that you're going to find when you get to this Woodland Mansion is going to be that Totem of Undying, which is going to allow you to literally survive death. Ooh, what do we have here? Ooh, not bad for loot. And it looks like, okay, that doesn't actually lead up anywhere. That's all 3 levels, and that's pretty much the Woodland Mansion in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and carry on to the new features that have been added in addition to all these ones that we've already seen. We'll go ahead and clear this entire inventory, and we'll move on right here. Oh, right, that was where the Totem of Undying was. Llamas! Look at this! All the different llamas in Minecraft. What we've done here is we've taken all the different llamas, and instead of saddles, you can actually equip these things with carpets, and it will allow you to customize them to any which way you'd like. Look at this. These are all the different carpet colors: white, green, cyan, red, dark green, pink, etc. And they all add different... Whoa, look! This one's got glasses on. Oh, tell me that's not hilarious. Some of them, yeah, some of them get little special add-ons and doodads on their heads and sides, depending on what carpet you add. But the real beauty of the llamas is the simple fact that you can ride on them. Now, you cannot control the llamas if you don't have a saddle on. So, you can use these to kind of color coordinate your llamas. And since you can put chests on the llamas as well, you can use that as a way to know, okay, this llama contains these items because it's the blue one, and this llama contains these items because it's the pink one. Not only that, but you can lead the llamas, and if you do this carefully and properly, they will actually begin to follow each other in a line. Now look at this. Imagine if every single one of these llamas had stuff for you. Oh man, okay. Come on, friend. Look at this! They're doing it! Tell me this isn't the most beautiful thing. Look at that. They're literally all following around. Are you serious right now? I ain't mad about this one bit. So you can actually have a little caravan that follows you all around when you control your llamas. They also will attack certain mobs around you. I've yet to see exactly what mobs. I know for a fact they do it to wolves. We'll summon in a wolf real quick. But again, I'm doing a video specifically on llamas as well as their implications, how they're summoned in via, or how they're compared via pack mules and things of that nature. But look, they spit on him. And that actually can hurt. That does a little bit of damage. This means that we're going to be able to use llamas as self-defense pillars at some point. Look at the... Tell me that's not the funniest thing you've ever seen. Check that out. And are they all still following? Mostly. That's hilarious. But that's llamas for the most part. We'll let them do their thing over here. Oh, wow. Yo, they're all going to start fighting each other. Oh, baby. Yo, get it right now. This is so funny looking. They're all going to just be dead eventually. So that's llamas. Awesome. They're basically just better horses, I guess. What we have here is an example of the 2 new curses. Now, the 2 new curses are the Curse of Binding and the Curse of Vanishing. So let's see. We have our Vanishing book right here. And what this will do is any item enchanted with this will delete upon death. Even if you go back and try and get the item, it will be gone. Now this, as far as I know, I guess we can test this right now to see if Jeb ended up implementing it so that keep inventory will keep the items. Again, this is all fresh. We're live right now, baby. Hello to 2,100 people. Y'all are crushing. Thank you so much for your support. Let's go ahead and just throw it on this lead. We'll throw it to the Cursing Vanishing. And I have keep inventory on right now. So I'm curious to see what happens when I kill myself. If we've done this, if Jeb has implemented it the way he said, when we die, okay, cool. So we've kept the items. But let's go ahead and turn off that game rule. Game rule, keep inventory false. Okay, so now we'll go game mode 0. Now we'll kill ourselves. And you'll see, look what happens. No lead. No lead anywhere. Man, do you see this lag? It's actually pretty bad. I'm going to try and fix this lag real quick. I'm only getting like 20 FPS. Okay, let me see. We'll lower this down for a hot second, and we'll see if that fixes it. Sorry, this is live. There's nothing I can do about it, guys. Okay, that actually fixed it, believe it or not. So, that is the Curse of Vanishing, and the Curse of Binding is going to be what happens when you place this on an item, is you will not be able to unequip it once it is worn to you. So once again, let's combine these two. Bada boom, bada bing. Throw the Curse of Binding on there. Shabba-doo, shabba-dee. Throw that baby on. Hey, get it. So we'll throw you on. And now listen. I can't take this off. It's not letting me take this off. In fact, I think the only time you can take it off is in creative mode, right? Or if you happen to be in survival mode, you can kill yourself and it will accomplish the same thing. Now imagine if you had both curses on this. It will bind and you lose the item the moment you die. Dangerous. What we have over here by these beacons is an example of something we could eventually do with some custom commands to make some awesome armor that will bind itself to you with negative effects. Trap armor. This could be something you could add to your world to negatively impact your players. So again, this isn't a real cursed helmet, but what we've done is I want you to pretend that this curse of binding is on this helmet. Technically, I suppose I could just do that right now so you have an idea of exactly what I'm talking about. So imagine we wrote in a helmet that has this cursed binding, and when worn has the effect that you have blindness from now on, blindness and slowness, and remember, you can't take it off. What if we coded in some mods or add-ons for Minecraft that had negative armors that you could add to your servers and mess with your friends? Tell me that wouldn't be hilarious to do. We literally can't get rid of this, and now we're perpetually slowed and blinded until we do. But again, in this case, we'll just kill ourselves to get rid of it. Now let's see. We've covered a lot of things. There's only a couple more things that we're going to be covering in this video before we start diving into more individualized videos for each thing, and those are as follows. We have up next the Shulker Box, the Shulker Shell, aka Backpacks. Total hype. Oh, I love this so much. I'm so ready for this. So, Shulker Shells are items that are dropped by the Shulkers. It is a 50% drop roughly. So when you find yourselves in the End City dungeons and you kill some Shulkers, every once in a while, they're going to drop you, die, you stupid. They're going to drop a shell. We'll just kill a couple more, just give you an idea. Come on now, baby. Come on now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on. This one doesn't want to, you see this guy on the side? He doesn't want to open up. He knows he's going to die if he moves at all. Okay, so we got one shell from that. We got, you see, look at this. It's actually quite impressive. Almost every single Shulker dropped one. We killed 5, or no, we killed 4 and 3 dropped. So it's actually a pretty decent drop rate that you're going to get these Shulker shells. Now, in order to make yourself one, it is as follows. Chest with a Shulker shell on bottom and one on top. And just like that, you now have a Shulker box which acts as a chest. And not only does it act as a chest, but it's a really cool chest as well. It opens up, you can see it opens up like that, and you've got yourself a chest. And again, the best part about this chest is you can put anything inside it, and upon breaking it, which, work with me guys, we're live right now. This is just gonna take its sweet time. When you break this Shulker box, it will keep all the items contained within it. And it will let you know what items that are in there as well. So in this case, you can see that there's a shell in there, a sword in there, and a Shulker in there as well. Now, you cannot put Shulker boxes into other Shulker boxes. I'm trying desperately to put that in there right now. But you can put it into other regular chests. Now again, Mr. Xavier Hodgson hit me with a fantastic little piece of trivia. With Shulker boxes, you can now fit 93,000 cobblestone into a double chest if you fill up each Shulker box with full stacks of cobblestone. One of the interesting features of the Shulker box that was not covered at Minecon, which I found was quite interesting, which unfortunately is a little bit buggy though, is the fact that you can color your Shulker boxes. These are all the different colors, one for every single different type of dye. Colored chests. Look at this. Why do I keep placing blue? These are all chests. You can open up all of these ones. You can even place them sideways. Look at the pink guy. That one literally opens up sideways. And these are all color-coded, customizable chests that you can add in your Minecraft 1.11 world. The hype! Ooh, think of it! Now, currently, the reason I say it's a little bit buggy is the fact that when I try and craft these in-game, I can't really seem to figure out how to do it. Now, obviously, it's going to be used with dyes of some sort, but you'll see what happens if I just grab a collection of random dyes here and place it into the crafting table. Even though this is technically supposed to be a recipe of some sort, it really just gives me the regular Shulker box after the fact. So right now, it looks like you can only get the Shulker boxes in creative mode, which is unfortunate, but you'll even see that if we grab a green one and try and recolor it with anything else, it will just maintain that color despite us adding, you know, whatever else it is we're going to add. But colored chests. It's so sick. I really am a big fan of it, truly. Okay, so from here, another aspect of the Shulker Box I'd like to cover is the fact that it can be affected by other redstone technical blocks. In this case, we have ourselves a piston. Now, the piston is actually capable of pushing the Shulker Box and collecting it into this hopper. So let's go ahead and do that. You'll see it got dropped into there. Now, not only that, but you can drop them out with droppers. Oh, and you can also dispense them. What you saw there was these two were touching. But you can dispense them with dispensers, and it will dispense out an item. Now, one thing quite interesting about the dispensers is, look, they still work despite the fact that the Shulker Box is a block in the way. But you can use this to move chests around. And here is an example of what I mean. We have ourselves a dispenser with a Shulker Box inside of it. We'll press this to dispense the box. It will dispense your chest, filled with your goodies, throw whatever we want in there. You'll actually notice that the chest won't keep items if it's held right underneath a hopper. So you need to be a little bit sneaky if you want to figure out ways to do conveyor belts with your chest. But you'll press this piston, and it will get sucked down into the hopper system, and eventually it'll find itself in this final chest down here. Right? Come on. Is he stuck somewhere? Oh, he might be stuck somewhere. Where is he? I want him. Oh, I think it's because that was powered. Hey, yeah, that lever was powering. But you'll see it operates and works just fine with other redstone contraptions as well. But more importantly, the most important thing, you can use it to contain items. It's the best. Backpacks. I've been waiting for this. Oh, I can't. That's right. I forgot. You can't put other things. That's funny. But look. Oh, it's great. It's great. Boom. Oh, it's so great. Oh, yeah. So, that's chests. Final thing. Well, two more things I want to show off. One is the observer block. By the way, if you're just tuning into this, we're live. Leave a like if you want to see more Minecraft 1.11. And be subscribed because like 5 minutes after this video ends, I'm going to be starting another live stream covering the evil villagers specifically. So, keep in mind for that. This is the observer block. This is Mojang's answer to block update detectors in the Java edition of Minecraft. This was already out in Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition, I believe. But the whole idea here is this is going to be a way for you to observe block updates in-game. For example, this observer will set off a redstone pulse when it detects if anything is updated right in front of it. So look, break a block, place a block. It will send a pulse of data. In this case, we have ourselves a fantastic little set of wheat. So let's go ahead and do game rule random tick speed 750, and you'll see the wheat grow, and it will send block updates once it's finished growing. Well, oh shoot, it finished growing. But you see what I mean? Look at that. Oh, it accidentally broke the... Nice. The idea here is that it was currently glitchy behavior before causing these block updates, and Mojang wanted to do their part to make sure that that was no longer operating in the way that it typically was expected to. So, let's place that down, and oh boy, you literally gotta... There we go. So you'll see, block updates. Every time that finishes growing, you get that little notification. Anytime there's a break or a place of a block, that's what the observer is for. Now, currently, it's a little bit buggy because right now, you'll see that it will update, but it will not update if you don't use a... Get out of my way! If you don't use a repeater behind it. So if I try and break this, you'll see that it is not picking up these block updates. You need to have a repeater in order for this to work properly. And then at that point, it doesn't really matter what you place there. So that's the observer. Final thing, very minor thing. 2 new game rules have been added to Minecraft 1.11. Well, there's other minor things, but you can find a full changelog in the description of this video covering any minor changes I did not. First one is the game rule max entity cramming. We covered this in a previous video, so I'm going to be very brief about this. This was implemented to reduce lag on servers. If there's too many mobs hanging out in one spot, this game rule is going to allow server owners to affect what happens to those mobs that are all cramped up. Let's say a server owner doesn't want more than 10 cows hanging out in one spot. We'll change that game rule, and now there's only 10 cows right here. Okay, well maybe we only want 1 cow hanging out in one spot. So now you'll see, if I try and summon in anymore, they die pretty much instantly. By default, it is set to 24, not 22. Whoa! Oh yeah, that's funny. So you can see we'll all slowly start to die. And I would even die. I even have a chance of dying too if I were to get in there. Let's turn that off because that's real annoying sounding. And let's kill a majority of those cows. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah. Come on now. So if you set it to 0, by the way, that is the equivalent of, I believe, setting it to nothing. So that there's no longer a cap at all. The other thing that has changed has been the weather cycle. You can now make it stay a certain weather cycle perpetually, no matter what. This is game rule do weather cycle, false and or true. So right now, the weather is clear. You can see it's beautiful outside. Now, we'll change this so that the weather doesn't change. And as far as I'm concerned, the only way for you to affect weather from now on is via command. This rain will never go away if you add this game rule so that weather cycle does not change. Alternatively, if you make it thundering, if you make lightning, if you make it clear as day, none of it will go away as long as this has been updated. So, with that, my friends, that is pretty much it for the recap of the 1.11 snapshot that just came out. Stick around. Literally in like 5 minutes, I'm going to be streaming again. We've got an entirely new world set up to take on the evil villagers and show you a little bit more about those. So I thank you so much for watching this first live stream of Minecraft 1.11. Like I said, drop a like if you enjoyed and you want to see more 1.11 content on the channel, and be subscribed so you can see it, because there's going to be like 3 more videos going up today all about Minecraft 1.11 on my page. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we will see you in 10 minutes for the next one. Peace out. Yeah. All right, now how do I end this thing?